How's it going, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Not really much in the mood for all the intros and the long things because there's a certain somebody that wants to get it going. So I figured let me not waste time. But welcome back to the channel. It's DVD TV. Videos proudly brought to you by Soundcore Studios. Link to their socials in the description of this video so you know already what to do with it. I've got a nice panel tonight, something different, to mix it up, of course. And I've got a few latecomers coming in late. As always, they do say lateness is greatness. So without further ado, allow me to introduce my guest of the show. Who else? I got to start. He's always coming in late for once. He's actually on time. Jigga, my guy. How's things, my brother? You look ready and in the mood, my guy.
I'll be definitely I'm in the mood. It's been a while since I started the show. I'm always coming and hopping onto the show. But I'm starting for a reason. I got shit to get off my chest. So where them bitches say they must come, I can't wait. Oh, fucking waste my time. Time is fucking money. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. I love it, my bro. And love to Beaster and Bradley in the comments. Beaster couldn't make it tonight because it's his wife's birthday. Happy birthday to Ange. May she see many, many more. Enjoy, Beaster. We'll keep the show going in your absence, my brother.
Play to one side.
Yeah, keep a barakat for us, my bro. Love. And of course, a man who's been a regular, took some time out, but I figured, you know what, it is only a game of the magnitude, and I imagine he had an awesome time and he enjoyed it only way he best knows how. One of the pioneers of the channel when I started this thing. So it's good to have him back. Tavino, how's it going, my brother?
David D, Jigga, my man, what's up? What are you saying, man?
You know what's up. We're on fire tonight.
Good, man. David, no, I've got nothing to sulk about, but I've got everything to be happy and excited about, man. I'm looking forward to the chat tonight.
Lovely. It's good to have you on after a while, my bro. And of course, another guy who's been on here before. He's got his own channel, The United Show SA. I figured let me bring him on because, of course, things are a bit iffy over at Old Trafford, and he said he wanted to jump on because he wants to have a discussion with Benny. Don't worry, Benny will be in later. But of course, link to his channels in the description below. He's our special guest tonight. Allow me to welcome Navicci from the United Show SA. How are you, my bro?
All good. How you doing, Mr. David D? What's up, and welcome to the show, everybody. We're going to get into this tonight. It's going to be a juicy show, bro. Even though we kind of not the best rivals in the game right now, it's going to be a juicy show. You know, Manchester United, Liverpool always make it juicy, bro. So let's get jiggy with
it. Love for jumping on. So you guys know already what to do in the comments. Like the thing, share the thing, subscribe to the thing. We only got 18 more subs to go to 200. And of course, the link to Navid's channel is in the description. It doesn't just click on the link. It takes you directly to his YouTube page. Slap a like on his videos. He does very short videos, 1 minute. I love it. I'm an awesome lover of his show. He gives it to you short and sweet and the facts like it is. And of course, subscribe to his thing. Gentlemen, let's get right into it. Let's not waste any more time. I think there's only one place to start, and that is the game of the weekend. For me, it's the game of the season now for me. Manchester City, Liverpool. Chigs, first and foremost, give me your assessment of the game, my bro.
What a just game of football between Liverpool and Manchester. Wait, straight talk. That was a just game. That was a just game. You saw Liverpool immediately the superstars when they broke out. You know, it was just it was really football on the what do you call it? The intensity, high intensity. It was, that's like two sparks. Fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. And just the brainer, kudos to the brainer, man. You know, that is one dude just on the right. The same one with Salah, man. You know what I'm saying? And I went ballistic to the football. I watched him up piece of the game. I tell you, brah. It was, it got you. But one thing, man, that is what you see between two titans, you know what I'm saying? That is two heavyweights, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't a Mickey Mouse game. That was real proper football. I would have loved to have won. I would have loved to have won. But you can't write City off. So as it stands, I'll take 2 points from City, you know what I'm saying? And walk away with one. I could walk away with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then again, it is Anfield. It is Anfield. It is Anfield.
Mm.
And I don't know if you watched the game proper, you saw that Guardiola have respect for Liverpool. Eh? They have respect. If you watch the
Definitely.
game,
True.
Definitely.
you showed
Definitely.
respect. And that's what it's all about in the
True.
game of football. If I dominate you, you respect me for that. You know what I'm saying? Mo Salah, you will respect that man. That man will humble you. No, you respect that man.
Mm.
Don't get to step up for it. Where's Dale? Where's Dale? So you must log on Dale. Log on. Log on. You must talk to me. I'm now here. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you this much. If you're gonna talk cack about my team, if you talk about my Salah or my man, I come to you. I come to you.
Yeah, don't worry, Pius. Benny will jump on later. But look, I have to agree with you, Jigs. Devin, it's that game for me. That was like Jigga said. I think first off performance, Bradley said in the comments, City, if they had a striker, I know you can look at it in hindsight. If they had a striker, they might have
True.
buried the chances. But then again, overall, given the way the first half went, and of course the second half just blew up, I think it was a fair result. Or what would you say, Davina? What was your opinion on that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Devin, I think before the game started, and you told me we can take 1 point, I would have taken it. I would have walked away and said, okay, it's fine. Even though it's Anfield, you know, my initial prediction was a win for Liverpool. But the way we set up first half, not set up first half, but the way we approached the game in the first half, I think because it's so
Mm,
early in the season, we thought, okay, maybe it's going to be a bit of a cagey game. But City
mm,
came there, they showed that they're coming there for all 3 points. And I think our midfield was a bit out of position, and then half
mm,
time just allowed us to readjust and reassess things. And we came out all guns blazing. You know, this team wants to take all 3 points away from us, but we had to put on a show at the end of the day and to make sure that we get that 3 points. But City wasn't gonna let us, you know, just walk all
mm,
over them. They were gonna come over.
They found the weakness. Alma was the
Yeah,
weakness. They
and you
found the
know,
weakness, and that's how clever they are. They find the weakness, and if they get the weakness, they
mm,
penetrate, and they penetrate that way. You know what I'm saying?
true,
Foden came that way. Supposed to be
yeah,
a boulder block. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's the intelligence of this game. I really admire that. Even though they
yeah,
scored, I admire they found the weakness. It's not easy to get weakness
yeah,
in the club. You know what I'm saying? That's
true.
brilliant.
And
That's
mm,
brilliant.
that left hand side of the field, I think they were probably prepping whole week to go through that left. Even if it was Trent or Milner,
mm,
whoever was there on that at the right back side, they would have come through that way. So I think that because Brentford got it right to come out on that side. So definitely City was going to come and expose that, but just the way, that second half alone was the half of the
mm.
season so far. So
Yeah, for
I
me, that's the
can't,
game of the.
yeah, really, I think for the neutrals, everyone, that was a brilliant. I can't say that, even though Fabinho had that last chance to get that winner. Yeah,
Mm.
that was intense. Young. That was intense. That was close. And props to Rodri for that save.
Nah,
Uh,
definitely.
I,
Look,
I looked at
I,
those. I
David, I
looked at
wanna.
those two pictures. I looked at those two pictures with Rodri and then Fabinho shooting, and I still wonder
Mm,
how didn't Fabinho
How
score?
did he? How did he
Hmm.
get there?
Crazy.
yo,
True.
true story, bro. True story.
Time stood still. Time stood still. Now you say
Yeah,
go for the roof, lift it over him. Then you know he puts it way over, and then when he puts it so high, you're gonna say keep it low. But then at
keep
the
it
end of the
low.
day, Rodri still saves it. You know, so catch
There's
22.
no
Uh,
in between, bro.
There's no in
No in
there
between.
was.
between. That particular moment, there's no. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, look,
true.
Navicci, I want to come on to you actually. You and I grew up, I'd imagine, in the era where Arsenal and United were rivals, title rivals, going at it. And of course, then we had the Manchester United Chelsea rivalry, that type of thing. Briefly, there was a spell with Rafa Benitez and Fergie, the facts talk and that type of thing. But I want to ask you, first and foremost, given what these two have done recently, and I want to bring a shot up and just to show you exactly
Mhm.
since August 2018. Look at the
Oh, I saw
numbers. I
this
want you
earlier today.
specifically to look at 120 games played. Look at the amount of points. Bearing in mind that these two teams had one of the most craziest seasons where one ended on 97, 98 points. I want to ask you the question: is this the best rivalry of the Premier League era?
Look, I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm the type of supporter who look, I love my club and stuff, but where facts are, the facts is there, bruh. If you have a season like that, and especially looking at that particular table that you just showed us now, here's the question that I have for those who say the opposite of what I'm going to say. How can you not say that is the rivalry of the past of the Premier League, as you say now? Because I mean, over what's it, 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, they separated by
Yeah,
one
all
point
of them.
altogether. More than 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. So how can you not say realistically that that is not the Premier League rivalry, like the Premier League rivalry? I mean, back in the day, we obviously had Liverpool. I mean, we had Arsenal, United, all this sort of stuff. But for the past 3-4 years, that's where it's at. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do sometimes watch Liverpool games, and I think to myself, is it Klopp? Is it the team? What is it? What is it? Because once upon a time, United were there. Now we're nowhere near there because every time we play, we park in the bus with something you call a little McFred. So, hey, bruh, it's wow, wow. Look, don't get me wrong. It's amazing to watch from a United standpoint. That you love me, there, you like, you're smart, bruh.
I don't know what to do as a supporter. Don't appreciate as a supporter. He's speaking truth. But the other monkeys are going to come later on and whenever tomorrow, the other monkeys are the monkeys. This one is speaking the truth. Well done there, Navicci.
Bro,
Well done, brother. I love it when
look,
you
I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
speak right now. I love it. I love it.
There's your guy that you're looking for,
And then
Jiggers.
you see, this is the particular person you and I speak
Yeah,
of.
time
So
on,
yeah,
time
I'd be keen to come in a podcast with him. But yeah, we'll save that for another day because look, at the end of the day, a lot of people say, "Oh, you know what? We need to trust in Solskjaer. He's going to be the next Sir Alex Ferguson." I don't see it, bro. If I'm going to be proved wrong, I'll come back on the show and I'll say I was wrong. But until that time, shut your mouth, bruh. Shut your mouth, like really, really, bruh.
Look, Davino, what do you think about it? I mean, they've been dominating this for the past 4 seasons. I mean, surely as a Liverpool fan, to to see it, like, I mean, you guys are in it, and for me as a neutral sitting and I'm watching, like, I watched that game on, like I told Jigga the other day, I watched the game between Liverpool and Chelsea. I watched the City and Chelsea game, and I saw the Liverpool and City. But for me, these two are miles and miles ahead of the rest, don't you think?
True. Even I think definitely I agree with you guys when you say that currently over this past 5 years or so, it's just been Liverpool and City. You know, even though Liverpool only won the title once in this time, I think that's a bit, not a true reflection of the rivalry, but just the way that we're going at it. And I think we're pushing City to get that numbers that they did in that I think 100 when they made it 100 points, and then they pushed us as well in the following season. So I definitely think that this is the rivalry going forward. But I think it's definitely, I think somebody said in the comments about the managers and the depend on the managers, because if you look at the Fergie and the Wenger era, I think that was a brilliant time as well. So it's difficult to compare it right now, but I think once we through it all, so let's say in the next 5 years or so, then we can say right or no, we can compare the two, because I think Liverpool and City is still in it. So let us see where it gets to. If we can win another title or two, I think we're definitely within that bracket where we can challenge that Fergie and Wenger era, because that was a brilliant era.
Sorry, Davino, can I just say something quickly on this, man? I know we're speaking about the rivalries, but do you know why it's even more exciting for me? Why it's bigger for me personally? Um, I had these you know what they call this stuff, that nagging in the ears. They were saying we only signed a defender. You know? We're not gonna make it. And then I'm sorry, Navicci, but I have to say it. Then there's well, it's not you, but I have to say it. Then I had to hear this, that we got Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like signing a trophy. You signing all these, signing a trophy. And then all of a sudden it was just like Liverpool is not going to be anywhere now. It's just, what did he do? He didn't sign anybody. And you know what I'm saying? But I think some of them forgot that you build a team through years, and this is the team that we built. And if this team can get us as much trophies as we can get at it, then that's what you call a team. You know what I'm saying? Buying the super is not gonna guarantee you success all the time, because you need to make them, you need to get them to gel in order for success. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I said it from day one. on this season, I told all my supporters, all friends, everybody, Ole cannot coach superstars. He doesn't have the quality to coach superstars. The Pogba's, whoever you name it, Ronaldo, he can't manage a superstar. He can manage a young team, yes. It's different, a young team. The egos that come with it, come with these things, you know what I'm saying? The money that comes with things, it's massive. This bro didn't do fuck all. But he can say, I got that experience. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking whole boss. He's a whole boss. And now he comes here, he's giving the big club because he was a good striker for you. Oh, that's cool. Why? He was a good striker for you, but doesn't mean he's going to carry the team. That's what the club really needs. You don't want to hear this popo. You know what I'm saying? But someone needs to tell you this popo. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry.
So my team, bro, if you're going to compare, that's my team. If you're going to compare rivalry, I'm going to say I built a team. This is not a 1-year team. It's a 4, 5-year club. It's 5 years there, right? There's still young players coming in that's making magic, but that's making magic. I can give you the names, Curtis Jones, the Elliots, bruh. They're coming and they're flying through. And this is what we wanted all for a very long time, because before this we were struggling. But this is now 4, 5 years now in the game. So you can't every time go back to the past. When you go to the past, you're going to win. Because there's a plug in there, on everything. But I'm telling you straight, it's time to think forward now. Same with you, David. You believed in the process. The process was cut. You were chunking. You get that? And now what's happening? Because he's building a team, right? You start to see a team now because you never had this cut. You never had this cut. Now finally you see a team. Now you're winning 1, now you're winning 2, now you're winning 3. You see a game, then you have a run of wins. This is what we all wanted, and we said it earlier as well. The first 5 games, then we start talking. What do you have? A team or a case? You know what I'm saying? Now we can see it. Now we can see it.
The jury's
What I
not
would
out
say
for
is
me.
one thing.
Okay,
Can I say one thing before? I'm gonna keep it like short and sweet. So,
Go.
building on what the Ronaldo thing is, yes, a lot of United supporters are like, yes, we bought Ronaldo, we're gonna win trophies now, and all this sort of shit. This is the thing that I noticed with Portugal. I don't know if anybody caught on to this, especially people who watching Ronaldo avidly, especially in those last Euros. When United's in a team, ever since he left Madrid, when he went to Juventus, it's no longer the team, it's Ronaldo United, man. Because people will give the ball to United, and then, people will give the ball to Ronaldo and expect, yay, here's the fireworks. But at the end of the day, one player can make the team tick. And at the end of the day, it's not Messi, it's not Ronaldo, it's not Lewandowski, whoever you think it is. It's the manager.
The man on the side.
Manager. So, if that guy can't pull it all together, then, what is it? We all talk about how everybody, we're supposed to use the squad to its full potential. Last season, we used, 13, 14 players of our squad. We got burnt out at the final. We were supposed to win. I remember that was the last time I was on your show, Devi. Before that, I still said we're gonna win this. We're gonna go into Super Cup, and then I slipped my words so bad, and I felt, this, bruh. And we lost so sad, bruh. We lost so sad. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off. I just wanted to say that. But yeah.
Yeah, you guys are jumping the gun. We're coming on to United. But just briefly before, don't worry, that's a long therapy session that we're gonna have there. But just before we even come on, another guy, I think he deserves a very special mention. This brother, man, Mo Salah. Mo. I wanna ask a question. Is he the best in the world at the moment, given these numbers? And I'm saying at the moment, right now, on current form.
Yes. If you're gonna say at the moment, I'm gonna tell you yes. I'm not gonna say forever, whatever. But the current best player in the world is Mohamed Salah. That's it. The best winger. If I put it that way, I'll say the best winger. If you say the best, because there's still Haaland, there's still Lewandowski, and now I still think of those names as well. If you say best winger currently, hands down, Mohamed Salah.
Davino, do you think he's a bit underrated and he doesn't get the respect he deserves? We haven't spoken about it. Just because he's not a kind of a player,
True. His numbers, his consistency. Every time you begin to doubt this man, he proves you wrong. And he's fighting for that contract. At the very same time, if the contract is making him do this, I say keep the contract away from him, let him keep fighting. You know what I mean? if this is the numbers he's producing, then definitely at the end of the season or maybe later in the season, then you give him whatever he wants. I mean, Liverpool has the structure and they don't wanna go over it so that the bigger names can't unbalance the whole team and so on. But yeah, what he's doing is he's got his level of consistency is whether it's goals or assists, his goal contribution is out of this world. So give him whatever he wants. You know what I mean?
Look, I agree with you on that. Look, obviously, we as Arsenal, we awarded Ozil and Aubameyang were on the decline. My thing is with him, he's not slipping up anytime soon. He's consistent, so
Yeah.
I would reward him. But Navid, what would you say? Salah at the moment?
Look, I'm gonna show you one picture now,
Mm.
and then you can tell me what you think. I don't know if you can see it there. Just wait quick. It's a
Captain.
fantasy league picture. Who's my
I
winger?
can,
It's Mo
I can
Salah,
see.
bro. It's Mo Salah. So I mean, look, I'm not biased because I'm Muslim. I'm not biased because I was Arab. I'm not biased, but bruh, the Egyptian king, bruh. Like I mean, rivalries
The numbers
aside,
don't
bruh, I
lie.
mean, yes, I mean you have your Benzema at the moment who's performing very well. You have your Lewandowski is performing very well. Even Vinicius, I mean, I don't even think I
Vinicius
put
Junior as
Vinicius
well.
in the conversation, but he's doing very well. But bro, there's if you go back 3-4 seasons, the bro has been scoring so much goals as Mo Salah, bro.
True.
It's Mo Salah, bro. So
Uh, fair
all
deal.
bias aside, it's Mo
And
Salah.
he scored fast goals, man.
That's a brilliant goal.
Bruh, like
yeah,
one of my
What goal is it?
it's a crazy goal because one of my Liverpool supporter friends, I commented on his picture and I said, "Yo, it's like the guy was playing PlayStation."
Yeah.
And
FIFA.
then guess what? He tagged me in another thing that said Peter Drury, that
Peter
guy who said,
Drury said that.
bro, he said the same thing, and I was like, I mean, come on,
Yeah.
like what more can you really say? And I mean, the only reason I'm relevant in my fantasy Premier League right now is because of Salah. So yeah, props to hats off to Salah though.
Fair enough.
I say, David, like they had to stop that game. The moment he scored that goal, that game should have been stopped. That was a match win on its own. He did that against Spurs also. I think,
Spurs as well.
Not last season, the season before that. And then the ref go give a penalty away. We ended drawing that game also 2-2. So
2-2 as well, yeah.
It's
I
a
remember
blessing
that.
and a curse, it seems.
True. But kudos. Now I want to take the smile of Navid's face and let's come on and address the real elephant in the room. I'll bring up a picture here, Navid. First and foremost, look at all that talent on the bench. And it's the 94th minute, and this bra is smiling, my bro. What in the bloody hell is going on here? This sickens me, and then this is just the absolute shit I was ready. Before Lingard used to dance at my stadium, now you have people, Martinez dancing in front of the Stratford Inn, and you have Andros Townsend giving a C. But my brother, I want to ask you now realistically. We've had our discussions around this. I've always said Ole is a scrub. How long does Ole have left at the wheel? Do you still trust him to drive, or do you get out and take a Uber, my bro?
Bruh, I just want to say that Ole has made opponents turn Old Trafford into dance revolution, bruh. Like people think they can just go dance whatever move here. Emi Martinez was. Give me 2 seconds.
No worries.
Sure.
Your thoughts on it, Davino? Okay, now Yazzie coming back. Yazzie back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. Do you think
I
must-
think
must
I
convert?
honestly, Benjamin Rousseau, I agree with you, my bro. Ollie is out of his depth, and it's the worst thing. He has this habit of picking players that are not worthy. So, as Jigga said, right, he can't manage a squad of superstars. He can't even manage a squad that has the proper players for the position. I mean, last season we were talking about. I was talking about how Eric Bailly should have been in instead of Victor Lindelof. Bailly is not the superstar, but he was clearly the better pairing for Maguire. Didn't work. He didn't want to put him in, no matter how great he performed. He just went back to Magaluf. They must call it Magaluf. Now this season it's McFred because they just won't split McTominay and Fred. And then there's this theory that they say, that oh no, they put McTominay and Fred there because it stops players from coming through our midfield. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Manchester United games lately, but have you guys seen how easily they just walk through? It's like they take a walk in Central Park through our midfield, and people say, oh no, they stop them and all this crap. But I honestly feel the fact that firstly, Pogba, World Cup winner, can't even put him in the midfield. We have Rafael Varane, World Cup winner as well, and our defense is still leaking goals. Now, there's a point here that I'm trying to make, is that, as I said, it's not the players that make the team. Yes, they make the team great, but it's the manager, because this manager and his coaches, they just be getting new contracts here every time. Like, I mean, the boss has just got a new contract now, the coaches or the managers or whatever you want to call it, and you can clearly see that we're not performing. I mean, before the season started, I wasn't thinking, but a lot of people were saying, yo, you know what, United is going to be title contenders this season. And then game one happened. I was like, it must be written in the stars. The fairy tale. I still remember my headline was, the fairy tale begins. Ronaldo's here. We're gonna win 21, and then the shit performances just started rolling in, and bruh, and my God, bruh, my God, I don't even have the words, to be honest, bruh. This coach is just so shit, bruh. Like, the whole, you and I both said this, the whole world can see where our squad needs to improve, and this guy just persists in playing the combination that's pissing everybody off. And you know, it's the worst thing, because there's so much of his former teammates that's in the media. For example, Gary Neville, Ferdinand, just two examples. Nobody's gonna call him out on his bullshit and say, you know what, bruh, you're catching on cuck. But if it was Mourinho last season saying, yo, the bruh is playing negative football, the bruh's complaining in press conferences, maybe your team just played shit, you're like, all right, boys, we'll play better next season. Just make sure you guys get the ball, and we'll bounce back. We'll bounce back. Saying bounce back like we fucking bouncing balls. Sorry for my language, but I mean, yes, bruh, like this. Yeah.
Navicci, just a question for you and to those also in the comments. Do you think that Varane and Maguire is at least, in the top 5 defenders? I would say, I don't know, top 10. I think they decent defenders, right? And with United's attacking threat, do you really think that you need 2 defensive midfielders?
I don't, not at all, bruh. And my theory is that the reason that particular box there, the two CDMs and the 2 centre backs, the reason they play so shit is because they are holding each other accountable the whole time, because of the way I think the coaching is set up. Because I mean, if you let's just say it's 2 centre backs, 1 CDM, that we got to keep it tight here. We got to keep it tight ship. Now that there's too much people in this particular space, you're thinking, oh no, he's got him. People think it's one player. One player makes a big difference. Like, I mean, and obviously we a lot of people, including myself, I always maintain that the most important position player that we needed in this transfer window was a defensive midfielder. We needed a Fabinho. We needed a Rodri. But we didn't get one. And people are saying, yeah, but all he needed this player, didn't get him. I'm very much in the transfer rumors and all this crap. I never saw one rumor that said we are in for a central defensive midfielder. So that tells me that Ollie doesn't know jack shit.
Yeah.
That's when I just lost my respect for him, because I can understand if, for example, we were in the media chasing, let's just say, Kimmich, Joshua Kimmich from Bayern, then I could understand, because there's a big deal. He's a CDM and we didn't get him, maybe because he's too high profile. But we didn't hear anything about CDM. We heard right wing, Jadon Sancho, and Jadon Sancho not even playing on the right wing. So this is confusing.
Yeah, look, fair dues. Jigs, you're sitting there too quiet for my liking. I want to put up an image on the screen. Do you think he survives this run, my brother?
Bruh, it's a very big run, this. It's a very big run. And I mean, you've got,
you know what?
got level.
it would be typical United for him to survive this run.
True.
Always like a cockroach, and Ole and Oteta are like cockroaches. They can't die.
I'm gonna be a genuine fair footballer. I'm dead serious. They got a Musa run coming up now. There's no strain no more that, right? But if they come to the hurdle with between 1 and 3 games, they got a couple of wins under the belt. The rest of it can free flow. Now I don't know if you showed the image earlier of the bench, right? Now I think because of the run coming up ahead, you started now already to rest players. You understand, bro? You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah. So but why it's an international break? Why the fuck you resting players for?
Exactly.
Are you what?
Yeah, but what you resting players for? It's international break. The season just started. What you resting players for?
I understand. But you must know, it's a young gun. It's a mistake. He's a young gun. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a break coming up. But I'm sure he's thinking ahead. He must be thinking ahead. Because why would you have that bench on? What other reason is there? I'm just trying to be fair on that situation. You know what I'm saying? The run they're going to have now, and you've got big names. I think Man City is also Man City, Spurs, Liverpool, Leicester. The Champions League games, as I don't know, you saw this completely dodging in Champions League because I don't know if it's wanted or don't wanted. The last Champions League game, that 2-1 was shouldn't have been how can I say a survival 2-1. We could have won it. It's not a cup team.
This game ever, bro. Yeah.
but I mean, you should have won that game from the beginning, the start, handsomely. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't play out that way. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight for it, to fight. Yes, the character is there. Yes, the character is there to win, to fight, to get over the line. But is that going to be enough for every game? You can't every game. The character of the team. We're survivors. We're supposed to be survivors. We're supposed to be dominant. That's the way we live. We know United to be dominant, to come. But now you start playing as survival footballers. You know what I'm saying? I think the club is a big club. It's a big club. You can't come in there and be Mickey Mouse by United because the name is so big, the legend is so big, the legacy story is so big there. So when you come in, you have to perform. And I said it also at the beginning, when Ronaldo comes to the Premier League, every other team is going to come play the best football because you can't have average football against United with Ronaldo in a team. Not going to work.
Not just Ronaldo, bro.
He can do it alone. He can do it. He can help you alone.
I've been thinking about like this. The Townsend alone after the match, even in his celebration, he said, "Look, Ronaldo's my idol, bro. Who's really playing on the field with someone who they look up to and they're gonna play shit, bro?" So that's just another way to think about it.
But that's the thing. Listen, everybody's gonna up their game. Everybody's up their game, all right? We all agree. But now think about this. That's an advantage. It is something you can use against any other team. You know what I'm saying? You use Ronaldo to your advantage. How old is he? Exactly. He's in his age, but he's also in his prime. You know what I'm saying? And you're buying these other players around him to fix situations. So you must have a system. He's not buying the players.
But he doesn't have a fucking system, Jigo. He doesn't have a system, bro. That's just make a wish, inshallah. That's just vibes.
Into what he wants, but he's buying these players. You buy a player for yourself.
Okay, but don't you think the coach gets better out of that team? Don't you think if you would... Honestly, now I'm going to ask you, Jigs, and I'm going to ask you, Davino. I didn't put United down to win the league this year, simply just because of him. But I believe if you get maybe a Conte, Ten Hag, Zidane in there, then you can honestly say, I think you guys would maybe put United down as a team that you guys would fear. Or what?
True. Yes.
How do you feel about it?
Like, this is what I feel, right? But I'm seeing, like, remember what happened last season at Chelsea? Lampard got the best transfer window you can imagine. What coach gets a transfer window like he just got? Okay, besides Pochettino. But he got that transfer window. He came out. He still played shit formations. He didn't play with the stars that they bought him. And he started catching on cack. And Chelsea got rid of him. Why? Because Chelsea or the board of Chelsea think to themselves, you know what? We are a big club now. We need to win trophies. Instead,
Mm.
United being like, okay, we're gonna go buy Ronaldo, we're gonna go make a Cruen because people love
Mm.
Ronaldo, and that's what
Mm.
we're gonna do. And
Commercial, the sales, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean,
Exactly.
Mm.
if we were actually serious about winning trophies, bro, there would have been like you remember when Jose Mourinho started playing crap.
Mm.
When he started playing crap football, and the whole
Mm.
football world was like, "What is Mourinho doing? What is United
Mm.
doing?" Then you could see that there was fire under coachman to say, like, "Look, this coach is actually in trouble." Whereas Solskjaer, the man is smiling 94 minutes, drawing at Old Trafford in front of a full capacity crowd. Now
Mm.
that
Mm.
for me, it's yeah. And just
Mm.
speaking of Donny van de Beek, that picture that you showed earlier of our bench, they said Donny van de Beek wanted to play with the first team, so Ollie brought the first team to him.
To
So
him, yeah.
yeah,
No, but
Navicci, Navi-
go with Devin, go with.
no, no, I just want to give the United supporters some hope, man. Like when Mourinho came to
Don't
Anfield,
give them hope. Rub their noses in it, man. Not the South of
now,
Victor, but rub the rest of them. Rub
now,
their noses in it.
look, some hope given is that okay? What I personally think is that as long as Ole is there, I don't think they're gonna win anything. But some hope is that the last time Mourinho came to Anfield with United, they lost that game and he was sacked.
Mm.
United have
that's an interesting
Leicester.
viewpoint.
United have Leicester, Atalanta, and then Liverpool.
Liverpool.
If they lose at Anfield and they drop points in those three games or in the first two games, you never know. Your
You never
luck might just
know.
No.
run. You
Like
never know.
it's a very very tricky situation being a United supporter, especially the type of supporter I am, because either we can go on that run that you just described now in hopes to lose Ollie, but then in the same breath, that's like wishing ill upon your team.
Yeah, I know what
True,
you
yeah.
mean. Yeah.
So
Catch
it's
22,
such a
basically.
it's such a confusing situation because I'm thinking to myself like, look, if we can get one of the coach managers that Devon just mentioned, but at
Mm,
what cost, man? Because the way that
mm,
I know United, especially when Solskjaer's job is on the line, United just pull out the results.
Exactly.
So
mm,
for the sake of the team, I'm happy that we'll. I'm sure. You see, it's so confusing. I don't even know what to say, how to describe it now. But
mm,
hey, bruh, hey, it's a
mm,
hectic situation. Hectic.
mm,
Yeah, look, for
mm,
me, I hope you guys go on a run, of course, so Oli can stay at the wheel. But as long as he's there, I don't have any fears. But yeah, I think if you get another coach, then it could become a bit sticky. But let's
mm.
continue the review. Chelsea going top. Jigs, how do you feel about them? You still putting Chelsea as title contenders, or do you have just City and Liverpool as title
You
contenders?
know my answer I told you at the beginning of the season. I said Chelsea to win the league. Chelsea's the only competition at the moment. You can't write them off. I think Tuchel is an insane manager. I think the players they got there, they got the best team in the Premier League at the moment in time. If they gel, they can do damage. The thing is, we're fortunate to also take a point, 2 points from them, even though they were 10 men. Like I'm telling you, I think there's 2 points. So the season is long, but so
Mm,
some people
mm.
is gunning at me and laughing at me and say, yeah, 1 point draw, blah, blah, blah. I'll take it
Yeah.
for now. I'm stop. You know what
Mm,
I'm trying to say? I'm taking 2 points. I might be dropping 2 points, but I'm taking 2 points from the position as well. So
mm,
some mos vaak mos man since
mm.
some just watching the shows mos vaak mos man. You know what I'm trying to say? I wish I could mention them and out them out, but okay. They know who they are.
Oh, coming on smoke. Navino, how do you see the title race going, my man? Anything to
They,
mention?
I actually had Chelsea still there, you know, with to win the league with when the moment they signed Lukaku. But you know the way City, when City beat them, I think we can't
Yeah.
write City off. And the way City performed against us, you know, they don't have a out and out striker. Foden wasn't clinical, but let me just say that his goal was well taken and it was quite,
Mm.
you know, it was clinical in the sense that it was a tight angle and he finished it. And if they had a striker, I would have leaned towards City, but Chelsea still
Mm.
it's gonna be I just showed that those three teams is gonna be there in the end if they keep playing like they're
Mm.
playing right now.
Fair enough, my bro. Navici, how do you see it going?
In my opinion, I honestly feel that the title race is going to be between Chelsea, City, and Liverpool. those who that's who I feel is going to be the top three. I would have put United on top there, but after this run that we went on, hell no, there's no way. I was at least trying to maybe think that United is going to be top there, but yeah, I'm gonna say top three: Chelsea, City, Liverpool. It's gonna be very interesting, especially when Chelsea get over this dip form that they're currently experiencing.
True. And what if I put it to you like this? What if City signs Harry Kane in January?
Eh?
What if Man City signs Harry Kane in January? Then what?
That's gonna be interesting. I'll tell you why I say so. Because for 2 seasons now, Pep has played without a striker. And he's never really wanted like another striker other than Kane. Either he's obsessed, or number two, he's just once the system he's playing is just proficient without the striker. And who knows, maybe throwing a striker in the mix is totally going to throw off the balance that he's created. And I mean, have you seen Harry Kane's form recently? He scored a hat-trick, but in what? What's that even called?
That's that
Conference
stuff that they play here in Sal, bro. Yeah, playing Bell. That's that cuck that they play.
with unpronounceable club names, Pacos de Ferreras. I don't know.
Yeah, and like City's main focus is the Champions League. So I think they're gonna try and go. They're gonna go all out for the Champions League this season as well.
True. Especially after last season. I mean, they lost the final. In my opinion, they lost it bad, bruh. Because Pep got it cack wrong. When I didn't see Rodri on the field, or even Fernandinho, I was like, something's wrong here.
Look, fair enough. Let's jump along. In fact, I'm putting it all on you guys. So let's come to my team, Arsenal, 0-0 draw against Brighton. I look at it like this.
Don't look at Kevin. Whatever you're gonna do,
relax.
don't talk that. Be opponent.
Relax, calma. I have to be fair and impartial. We started shit, obviously, and let's now not hide behind that. Obviously, the league doesn't start after the, I think, first or second international break, the first one. So, the way I look at it like this, we got 3 wins on the spin. Brighton, inform Brighton. Good evening, kind sir. Good evening. How nice of you to join us. Brighton, they are an informed team. Look, they put the...
What wave is that? What wave is that? What Murphy wave is that? Say hello, chief. Say hello, say something, say hello. When you come here with a half something wave.
Let the guy land.
There you go.
Let the guy land.
Hello.
How are you, my brother? You good?
Mr. Benny?
Good, bro. Long fucking day, but I'm good.
Love for jumping on, my guy. Love for jumping on.
Sorry, before you go anywhere else, what cat did you talk about me?
The yellow cat.
Yellow cat.
Hold on, while you were driving home, my bro.
Back.
You'll have to go watch the video again. No, but love for jumping on. Anyway, as I was saying, the way I see it, we're not going to turn stuff around so simple. So the way I see it, look, we were heavily under the cost. Let's be honest. Brighton outplayed us. They dominated us. We were short in midfield. But one thing that I can say was a positive for me was the defense. I'm seeing a resilience in that defense. They held on for a clean sheet. And I'm going to be real with you guys. 2 seasons ago, we lose that game. Not that I'm saying that this is how far we've fallen, but we're not going to win every game. What's critical for me now is we need to beat Palace. And, Vieira coming to the Emirates, I think that's the first time a manager is going to come to the Emirates Stadium and get an ovation, a standing ovation now, even better than our own manager as well. And then obviously Villa's going to be a sticky one as well because they did the double over us last year. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
Yes,
go ahead.
Devin, you in control. You have the button that you can kick me off anytime if I'm talking nonsense or so on. But what I want to say is...
Never do that, bro.
He's got.
That's the button. That's the button.
David, there is on that button now.
No, honestly speaking, Brighton is in brilliant form right now. So, and especially on their home ground, for Arsenal to get away with a goalless draw, it's brilliant, Devin. And defensive-wise, I think Arsenal was playing some good football. So I don't think it was a bad result to get away there with a 0-0 draw, to be honest. And to keep that momentum going, because with that bad start that you had to the season, the way you are going on now, it's only good things, man. It's only good things.
Just to build on
The
what
winner
Davin
is
was
just
saying,
being
bro.
very nice, you know. The winner's
Nah,
just being
listen,
very nice. So be straight up, my bro. That is a team
Look
now.
at it.
That's supposed to be
Look
a
at
good
Giga.
team. You put them in good
Giga.
position, and I'm Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to be. So
I
give it
hear
over
that.
the no.
I
Do
hear
you
that.
like
Don't
that
worry, I
no?
hear that.
Tell me, do you like that no? Do you like that
I'm
no?
with
No.
it,
You like
I'll
that
take it, bro.
circle?
Be-
Because you're Arsenal. Do you
Because you
like
know
that
why?
no?
Did I
I'll
freeze?
tell you what.
No.
Now, in my opinion, the two dark horses of the Premier League this season, it's Brighton and Brentford, bro.
Yeah, true.
I just want to know, was
I
this
know, you know
the
what?
same energy
Can you hear me?
United's
Am
bro?
I
Was
frozen?
this the same energy? You are freezing.
Was this?
Was this the same energy with United's draw? He's were good in defense. It wasn't that bad.
Exactly.
And Brighton is a brilliant team.
I
Did you
think
have
but
that
you
same
must,
energy for United's draw?
you're
Nah,
looking
bro.
at
Or
it.
was all like cuck?
I
All like
crushed
cuck.
my
United
team,
is
bro.
cuck.
I crushed my team, bro. Because it is what it is, bro.
Thank you. Now why the difference?
Fair enough.
Oh
not a
no,
bad
I
one. You wouldn't
didn't
put
say
West
his
Ham
team
in
played
there?
well. All I just said is that
Why
Brentford
the
and Brighton
difference?
is like good teams
Everton
at
is
the
in a
moment.
bad team. Villarreal is not a bad team.
If Brighton wins there, they go top of the log. They go top of the log. So Brighton is in good form right now. That's why I'm saying
You
can't
know
forget
that same thing. If Brighton
Everton
got in
and
and did their
United is
job,
on the same. We have the same
they're
amount
doing
of
their job.
points.
Say
At the
again,
end of the
Benny.
day, it's a point.
I'm
It's a point gain for Arsenal and 2 points dropped for
Yes.
Brighton.
Yes, that's it.
Yes,
That's whether I feel
but they're
personally.
gonna
I
get it.
agree.
My point is because it's Arsenal and the winner and the winner said Arsenal and yes, Brighton played good and Brighton they took Arsenal on, but it's Arsenal and Brighton is like the giant, you know. They wouldn't go
Who
lie.
must
You
win?
know what I'm saying?
Who must win? Arsenal must win that game.
Arsenal
Arsenal
must
Yes,
win.
like in reality, you would say from the get-go, Arsenal must move the game. You know what I'm saying? But okay, Brighton came to the game. Or they came. They were there. They came to play football. They came to play football. But still, if you look at it, you say yourself, Arsenal's supposed to run it over. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking.
I
And
hear you.
like he said, Brighton and Brentford is the top horses of the league. Brentford's going to have a
Yeah.
brilliant season, but they're not going to have a brilliant second season. We
Nah,
see the
I
same
believe
thing every
with
season.
Leeds and Sheffield.
With Sheffield, with a lot of teams coming up. They have a brilliant
True.
Norwich even. Brilliant
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
season. Brilliant first season. But the
Brentford
second
is almost
season,
Look, Ben,
no, Brentford came to Christmas, so Brentford got the present. So now they're moving it the whole time. Because they drew against Liverpool also. It's a big
brilliant.
game.
They could have beat Liverpool. They could have beat Liverpool.
yeah.
They could have beaten
Look,
Liverpool.
If you were to choose a winner in that second half, you would choose Brentford.
If
Because they came.
Brentford keeps this,
We scored, but they still came.
if Brentford keeps this team next season and builds on it, definitely we're gonna see they're gonna be good. They're gonna be as good next season. But if they're gonna start losing players like Tony, no, and he's already a Liverpool fan, so Liverpool might be in the market for him, but you never know. But if they
He'd be
lose
a
players
brilliant
like
signing
that,
for Pool. But he is a brilliant manager, no? I mean, he lost Ollie Watkins and he brought through Tony.
exactly.
Ollie Watkins was the king of the championship. He lost Ollie Watkins and they were promoted. So just the brand of football that he plays, it's brilliant. It's
Yeah.
very enjoyable to watch them and last season's Leeds. Same
true.
WhatsApp group for me.
My only fear is that
fearless
it's-
football.
Leave someone
second
coming to
season
know.
Yeah, true. You know, it's freak funny. The two teams that are, when you consider Brentford and Leeds, both of those teams or Leeds last season they had an epic draw. It wasn't a draw, but it was a very good game against Liverpool, the 4-3, and then this season again with Brentford, the 3-3. So I think there's just something about. I think we're gonna see a pattern. We're gonna see who's the team next year, and yeah, we'll ultimately see what happens. If Leeds go down this season, then Leeds is also. I mean, then Brentford is also going down next season. This is the way I think it's gonna go.
But if you look at the championship,
What do
the
you
same
think
teams
should
are
happen?
coming up.
Same teams.
Sorry, you were saying,
Sorry,
Jigs?
Jigs?
What do you think? What is your prediction? What do you think should happen for Palace? Because Palace is not a cat team, no?
We're gonna win them.
Are you nervous?
I wouldn't
No,
be
we're gonna win
surprised
them
if Palace
too.
win this game, no? I won't be surprised.
Nervous. I'm
Palace,
asking, are you nervous?
Oh, sorry. I'm
We'll win them
talking to him.
2-0. We have no
I
other
think,
option.
I think Palace is going to win 1-0. Oh, I think Palace is going to win 1-0. Yeah, that's my prediction.
I see that as a draw.
Look at the derby. It can be a draw also, but I'm going for a 2-0 victory. I'm going for a 2-0 victory. I have to back my team. We're at home against Palace. Come on. They're good for going forwards. Giving us stuff.
Who score? Who score?
Obama
Who score for
Obama what? Obama blood fucking hear it? Obama blood
But did you see of this Crystal Palace team? Did you see the fight? Did you see the fighting spirit of this Crystal Palace team? How much time they come back? Did you see? How much time this Crystal Palace team came back in this season? There's this fighting spirit in them, and that can only come from the manager. It can only come from the manager.
I like what Vieira is doing there.
If you look at the stats of Crystal Palace last season and this season, bruh, totally different. Totally different.
Yeah.
More passes forward, more touches in the box, more dribbles. More
And he
shots on
signed
target,
quite
more attempts.
You see that strike that the side Palace side that Navicci is quite
Right,
But everyone-
Gallagher Lighty from Chelsea in the middle of them. That Gallagher Lighty.
Gallagher.
Gallagher, yeah, that's the one light, isn't it?
Mark my words, Gallagher is going to be a star. I love that Lighty.
True.
Even with
But
West
anyways-
Brom last season, Gallagher was playing like a star, bruh.
True.
I think it was
True.
West Brom last season.
I
West
didn't
Brom.
watch him last season, to be honest.
Bruh, that's
I didn't
even
see him
I
last
paid
season.
attention to him last season. Bruh. It was that good, bruh.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Let's move along. Man of the week. Jigs, talk to me. I
Yo, my
know
bro,
you-
man of the week is hard, man, bro. Because the Clash of the Titans game, I only got one man.
Easy for me. It's easy for
That's
me.
Mo
Mo
Salah.
Salah all the fucking way.
Mo
Nobody
Salah,
can stray
okay,
that.
now there we
Nobody
go.
can stray that. Nobody
You
can
are
stray that.
all going
Mo
most.
Mo Salah.
It's
Mo
Mo. It
Salah.
has to be Mo.
Let's hear what David D is going to say. David D is going to say Ben White. Don't say Ben White, David D.
Nah, I don't like Ben Strike. Ben Strike is a rubbish. Don't even talk to me about him. I knew you guys were all gonna say Salah. I would also go for Salah. But I'm gonna be a bit of a differential. I'm gonna go with Wang of Wolves that scored a brace over the weekend.
Oh.
And you have to give it up for Jimenez as well.
Yeah, Jimenez. That's what I'm saying. Just a differential, man. It is, but the special mention has to go to him. Flop of the week, Jigs. Talk to me.
Who played cat this weekend? I didn't watch everybody's games.
How can you ask
played
us who's your fucking flop of the week? That's null and void, bruh. We really can have two flops.
Now it sounds like you're the flop of the week, bruh.
Oh, give me a moment. Let me come
My
back to
flop
you.
of the week is
We
Jigger.
can come back. We can come back to him. Come back to him.
There's the floppy.
I'm hiding my phone. I'm hiding my phone. You look like you're gonna ask me for a rant.
Davino, your flop.
Yes,
Your
they
flop
said
of the
the
week.
rumor has it, Ole couldn't put Donny in the starting 11, so he brought the starting 11 to the bench. So I'm gonna go with Ole.
Navicci, yours?
I'm going to agree. I'm going to have to say it's Ollie because international break, you could have fielded your best players and secured the 3 points considering the form that we're on. Instead, you decided to... I understand the bench is good, but bro, you couldn't have taken any chances, especially for the fact that when you look in the mirror, your name is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, flop of the week for me.
Enough. Let me just bring this up. Look at that smile, man. Yeah, hey.
Yes, it's
1-1,
called
1-1, 94th minute throw in, smiling and thumbs up.
You know
And
what
I
the
saw
sad
that,
thing about that picture? The sad thing about that picture is Rafa Benitez in the background.
Exactly,
He's
bro.
not smiling.
That's the difference. That's what I said in the group, gents. We can now see the difference in managers. You can now see who's inferior and who is so superior. The games that we lose and the games that we draw is against better managers than Ole. Last season, he beat Pep, he beat Klopp, he beat... I don't know. It's the signing of Ronaldo that seems to have fucked everything that he has progressed on, everything that he has planned. The signing of Ronaldo fucked all of that up because they are now one-man pony team, and that was not United last season.
Yeah, it's
Bruno
Ronaldo
made
United.
sure.
I said that in the show earlier, Ronaldo United, and this is proving to be what's happening.
It's just going to be his downfall, but for me, my flop of the week has to be Fred. Fuck Fred.
Bruh, Fred, for a central defensive midfielder, even me as it is, bruh, if I was in his position and I saw this bruh's in on my goal, I would have slid that bruh out of Old Trafford instead the bruh when
He
I come
could have
druk
ended up in
past
the
here like it's Ratanga
stands,
Junction
bruh.
or something.
He could have ended up in the stands and he wouldn't even get the yellow card for it. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
mine also. But I mean, you could see Ronaldo's reaction was, or even Ronaldo said, take him
Yeah,
out,
bruh.
take him out. Jigs, you were going to say
Take him
something?
out.
Yeah, you know what I think, man? I think that the beginning of the season, I think Ole was trying something to build some sort of team, and Ronaldo wasn't part of his plan.
Yes.
And here you get this massive package that can come into your plans, and it's not anybody, it's Ronaldo. So now whatever he has got out of the window, now you must work around Ronaldo. You get what I'm saying? I think it was just a bit too much for him in one go, man. I think Ronaldo's too much of a big player to you know what I'm saying, for the beginning. Because the beginning of the season, it looked like he was buying proper, like the defense or it was, but when Ronaldo came in, it was just too big.
Look at our
I
first
think it was
game
just
against
too big.
Leeds. Look at our first game against Leeds. That is a 10 out of 10 performance. Besides that beautiful Ailing goal. It's a 10 out of 10 performance. There we
Yeah.
were all excited. United looked like proper contenders. Ronaldo's first game back, brilliant. Brilliant. The second game is where everything changed. Because now they stopped playing. They just look for Ronaldo. They just look for Ronaldo.
There we go.
And that
If
is
I can
you
just
know-
say something, Dave, if I can just say something, man.
Go ahead,
Do you guys think
You're right,
United?
right.
Do you think
Right.
United saved the Premier League indirectly by signing Ronaldo? Imagine he was at City. Imagine he went to City. I think they win everything.
Yes. And James, if
Oh.
City sign Kane, if City sign Kane, they win the league. Done.
Yeah.
They probably win the
Messi-
Champions League as well.
I'm not so convinced by that. Based on his
Bro.
current form, I'm not
If
100%
City can sign a
convinced by
number
that.
9, if City can sign a number 9, the way they played against Liverpool on Sunday, if they can sign a number 9, they are winning everything. Everything. A proper number 9 with the way that they can play. Bruh, that was beautiful football. It was beautiful football. Any other team, City win 10-0. Any other team, they cut Liverpool open at will, especially in that first half. They were brilliant. And if they sign a
On the
proper
list,
number 9, bro, even if Trent was there, it would have been the same. It would have been exactly the same. It would have been the same spec. They are going to win the league if they sign a proper number 9. They don't. They play Grealish up fucking front. Grealish in the middle. When did he ever play there? He didn't even play there under 7. You want to play in the middle against Liverpool?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. They didn't need to. They have 10 Grealishes in their team. And 12 in the academy. They didn't need to sign Grealish. And you can't tell me for £100 million, you can't sign a number 9.
Here's
It's
the thing, Benny.
Lewandowski in the City team.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Benny. This is the thing that makes me wonder. Like, as I told the gents earlier, 2 seasons in a row now, Pep doesn't have a number 9. And, I mean, he could have bought the number 9, but instead he chose Grealish. So,
He had
either number
Aguero.
1,
He had Aguero. Yeah,
He had
and
Aguero,
then.
but
He had
Aguero
Aguero.
was-
Yeah, and then.
every good manager could see that Aguero was finished at City, bro.
Nah.
That's what I believe, because he was constantly injured. So my thing is, as you mentioned, we have so many Grealishes in the City team. So why either one of two things? Pep doesn't have control over those transfers,
I
or
doubt
Pep
that.
is trying to prove a point by not playing with a number 9.
Yeah.
So
What
it's-
I think
Either
the
or.
Grealish signing was basically signed. If you look at the City team with the English players, they have the best number 10 now in Grealish. They have the best winger in Sterling. They have the best right back in Walker. Now, currently, the best centre back in John Stones. So they're basically picking the best of the British. They need English players. All the clubs need English players. City goes for the best of them. Hence why they want Kane and no other striker. They want the best English striker.
interesting
That
perspective.
is
Never
City.
thought.
True,
So
it is.
you can't tell me that Pep does not have say. Pep is the only manager in the world that will not be told who to sign and who not to sign. He brought Barcelona sporting director, tech director, with him everywhere. They are by City now. They know exactly who they want to sign, and Pep is not going to take a B-rate player that is not wanting. He goes for Maguire, doesn't get Maguire, he doesn't sign anyone else. He goes for
Yeah.
Sanchez, he doesn't get Sanchez, he doesn't sign anyone else. That is Pep.
True. Agreed. Jigga, Like always, when you say I think, that is what I think. You think you can give me your flop of the week now, so we can carry on with the show?
Yeah, the flop. He said it all. It wasn't on Fred. He was a dumb guy. It was Fred.
Okay. See, so it was my flop. It was my flop in the end.
After the show, I'm going to send you guys this particular YouTube video I watched of Fred versus Southampton. And if you look at that performance against Southampton, you'll think to yourself, what is Ollie seeing in Fred? Like
So
literally,
1-1.
as a
So 1-1 draw now.
1-1.
Recently.
No, the game against Southampton, the second game of the season. Like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just,
the
I'm gonna
one
send,
on
I'm,
the
I'm gonna send, I'm gonna send Devin the video, then you can check it out. But if you look at that video, like the way that I use that, everybody sees a CDM takes the ball off the back four and plays the ball in. Fred is out here hugging all the opposition players, almost like, don't play the ball to me, don't play the ball to me. I'm gonna send you that video because I watched it
He
back.
makes
And
many
I like,
mistakes leading to goals with Gaya pass the ball straight to him. They rob him, they score. Thrice, he's scared of it. He's scared of
he
it.
is.
How Ole can see that? Bro, I'm not Ole out, no, but I'm Ole. What the fuck?
Not
Bro,
only out
not
there, that is my
only
next
out.
question.
I'm
Before we
Ole,
go,
what the fuck?
oh well, it's sticky. So you're not all out yet. Fair enough. I can respect that. Final thoughts, Davino. Give me your final thoughts, my brother.
Final thoughts. I hate the international break, but it gives
Sure,
us time to
beach,
reflect. Gives us time to reflect and to reassess things. Hopefully, Trent is back. By the time we come back, it's another slippery slope of a team that we're coming up against in Watford away. It's gonna be tough, but I know we got what it takes. If they come out attacking against us, if we can sharpen things up in the midfield, I don't think our center, our defense is bad or anything. We still got it. If I think our midfield can step up, then we can definitely get the win against Watford. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game.
Sorry, D. How was Van Dijk's performance now this past few games? Brother man is looking a little shaky. Number one centre back in the world was turned
You must know.
inside the fuck out.
You must know he's still finding his way back. He's still finding his way back from an
Just wanted
injury.
to know. Just wanted to know.
I personally don't
Say
believe that Van
something,
Dijk is
Davino, say something. Don't let Billy talk this cat to you, Davino. You got Don't let me just say something.
Yeah,
Also, the
I
right now,
I just asked the question. Brother man is looking a little shaky. Brother man loses
That's why
shit.
you here.
I was just saying you're looking a little shaky. Jigga loses shit. Is he not shaky?
Bosa didn't play for the whole season last season. The season is just starting now. We still got Konato. There's Matip. Virgil is coming in. You must know it's a wave. We're riding that wave.
I just didn't see the man on his bum so much. I just
I
never
will
saw
tell you,
Van
Jigga,
Dijk on his
that's what I
ass,
think.
man.
Jigga, I personally believe that Van Dijk is never going to be the same defender, bro.
That
If he
knee is.
If Van Dijk is
I
going to
respect
return,
your
it's not
opinion.
going to be.
I
It's not going to be
respect
this
your
season.
opinion.
Nah, but I don't agree with that though. Man, still a
I
fucking
respect
Rolls
your
Royce
opinion. I
of
respect
a
your opinion.
defender.
And you know what, my brother? I know for a fact I believe in my football club. And I believe that you will eat your words. I'm not going to be nasty. I don't want to say something nasty. Because I can say, I'm calling words. I've got stuff on my chest. I want to say words. But I can't say it too much. I don't want to look too tarty. I know I'm tarty. I don't want to be too tarty. But on my final thoughts,
I don't
for
want
this
you.
week,
I'm saving you for last. I'm saving you for
no,
last. Why you
don't
jump?
fuck lost. I'm jumping lost every time. I don't want to be lost anymore.
Okay, go.
I'm first. I want to be first. My final
Okay, go.
for just
No.
I'm telling you guys,
That's fine. Go ahead.
put respect on Salah's name. Put respect on Salah's name. That's one of my final thoughts. And I'll tell you my other point. You cannot and stop doing this. Do not write Liverpool off. We're not our team. Write us off. Every time write us off, we bounce back. And if you want to see us come with a vengeance, then you say things. What Navicci saying here, Navicci.
I'll give you A for effort, bro. A for effort. Even though E stands for effort.
I'm just
Oh,
teasing
this guy's brilliant.
you.
Who's Navicci, man?
When he's glad the other side.
At least we family, bro. You the nigga, I'm the nigga chi. How do it go?
He's gone. He just left it there safe. Gone.
That was the
And he's out, and he's out.
He's
dropping
gone.
the
Yeah,
mic.
he said, yeah. Safe. He's gone. Love for jumping on in the last 25 minutes. Coming in like a super sub. Any final thoughts from your side, my brother?
Apologies for missing it, but it's been a long day. It's going to be a long couple
don't
of
worry,
days
man.
for me. But yeah, we soldier on and we soldier through, just like United's going to do. Sad for the international break. Happy that we now get time to spend with our families again.
Of course.
We've been neglecting them for quite some time. But yeah, at least there's Formula One. Looking forward to
And
that.
Deontay Wilder and Fury as well.
And Deontay Wilder and Fury.
This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
this weekend.
that's
By
this
the way,
weekend.
let's say we're saying that oh yeah, who do you guys have winning that?
I'm
Fury.
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 The
Fury.
guy's
I'd
just
like
too
Wilder
smooth,
to win.
bruh. The guy's just
Fury's
too
good.
smooth.
I don't know
Fury
with
can't
Fury.
get beat, man. You can hit it. You can shoot Fury. He's still gonna stand and fight, bro.
After
You
what
can
Wilder,
bomb that,
after
bro.
Wilder dropped him, if that doesn't drop a man, what is going to drop a man?
What is gonna drop him? Yeah, exactly.
But then also remember Wilder has been doing nothing but training this entire time. It's been a long time since the two of them fought. Has Fury been doing the same thing? I doubt it. Because I follow Fury. He doesn't look like one that has been. You did not hear of Deontay Wilder for
Yeah.
about 6 months. Didn't see him anywhere. Didn't hear nothing. Man has been busy. So it's going to be a brilliant fight. Looking forward to that.
Fair
Not
enough.
looking forward to a single game in the international break.
I should hope Weapon Nations League. Come on, France versus Belgium. What's wrong with you guys?
Nah.
My guy,
it.
I'm telling
Nah.
you, at this point of the season, maybe bro, I can wait
Nah.
4 years to watch the
Nah, so
national
don't-
game. I
Yeah.
can't wait 3 weeks to watch Premier League, bro. Or how long
Like
is
I'll
it? 3
probably
weeks?
watch it, but I won't look forward to it. I won't
Yeah,
cry
Fair enough.
and
you're gonna watch it
Drink.
because you're supposed to watch it because it's the thing that you're supposed to do as a football fan, but for no other reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't watch
And
PSL
then-
either.
Oh, fuck. No. Please,
Fuck
please
the
shoot
PSL.
low. Please shoot low.
And then, of course, our special guest, Navicci. Your final thoughts, my brother. Love for jumping on, man.
Yeah, I think Jenny. I think Benny and I share a lot of the same sentiment in frustration with Solskjaer. The difference is, unfortunately, I'm only out because we've been doing this for too long. We've been doing the same mistakes for too long, and for the fact that our coaches and our managers is getting new contracts now, I'm probably saying Ollie out just because I want better football for my club, but it's probably not going to happen. So yeah, for my thing is, I just hope the international break ends very quickly. I hope the boys regroup good enough, and I hope that we see these few fixtures out. And yeah, I trust that Solskjaer is probably going to act like Houdini now and pull the yellow rabbits out the hat. But yeah, that's my final thoughts. I think Ollie's still going to keep his job, whether I like it or not.
That is
Ah,
the
fair
thing.
enough.
That for your mental state, no. Deal with it. Don't all out. Don't frustrate yourself. It's not up to you to sack him. So he has the full faith of the board. He's probably going to see the season out. So if you're going to all out, it's pointless, brah. It's irrelevant.
True
That's
in
just
a
my
way,
2
but
cents.
again, I feel that you know what, I'm used to United playing good football. I'm all for United playing good football and losing, but playing bad football and scraping a result or losing, that is what I can't stand, because we're just getting through because of our players now. But yeah, that's a conversation for a whole nother day.
Unpopular opinion also, the impact and the influence that Maguire has on that United defense. Hey? He's not
I
the
firmly
best defender in
believe
the world, but they are proper shit without him. Thanks.
Yeah, true. But here's the thing. This is what I think would be a good combination. Unpopular opinion as well. Varane and Eric Bailly. I think Bailly is a great defender. Every time we've seen him, or most times we've seen him, he's appeared to be very good. Obviously, for the fact that Maguire has his price tag, his status, and he's just the fridge. He's the walking fridge. So there's no way he's getting out of our team.
No,
Him
he's
and
our
Shaw,
captain.
same WhatsApp group.
Show's brilliant.
Don't
Thanks,
worry,
Steve.
we'll have-
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Steve.
But yeah, cool.
I'm having a United show where I'm gonna have Benny, Navicci, and a whole lot of United guys on, and we're gonna have a nice therapy session. I'll just ask, I'll play devil's advocate and just ask the questions you guys answer me. Don't worry, so that collab is coming soon. But gents, I want to thank you guys for jumping on as always. Davino, it's good to see you again, even though it was virtually. Love for jumping on. Always appreciate your input. Navicci,
Yes,
always
sir.
appreciate the love, my brother. You guys in the comments know what to do. Link to Navicci's channel is in the description of this video. Just click on it, slap a sub on it. Benny B, lateness is greatness, but it's still always your opinions always coming through like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on a super sub in the Champions League final, my brother. But love for
Fergie
jumping
time
on.
guest.
I'll take
Fergie
that.
time guest.
I'll take
Fergie
that.
time
I'll take
guest,
that.
my
I'll
guy.
take that.
But yeah, gents, love for the love for jumping on. You guys know what to do in the comments. Like the thing, share the thing, subscribe to the thing, and share the damn thing. Get us 18 more subs. We're 18 subs away from 200. It's DVD, it's Davino, Navicci, Jigga, Benny B, and we are out of here. Bless.